Hey there, ghouls and goblins. Taylor here. Have you ever suspected the elite are running the world? A secret society of puppet masters pulling all the strings just outside of our vision? There might be more truth to that than you know. This is top 5 Illuminati facts that are going to keep you up tonight. Is there a society pulling all the strings? Let me know down below in the comments. Let's dive on in. Number 5. The origin of the Illuminati. No doubt you've heard of the Illuminati, the mysterious cabal of influential bigwigs and movers who are allegedly controlling everything behind the curtains to usher in the New World Order. But what do you know about the group's origins? The infamously secret order's origins can be actually traced fairly easily to a university professor named Adam Weishaupt in 1776. He taught natural law at a university in Bavaria. He was orphaned at an early age and was raised by his erudite uncle who fostered his love of knowledge. Adam consumed knowledge heartily and sought knowledge as life's greatest pursuit. He was frustrated by states dominated by religious views, especially his very Catholic homeland of Bavaria. He was starkly anti-Catholic Church, a position not particularly favored at the time. Adam had envisioned a tight group of people who could challenge the church's stranglehold on information, and he saw a formal group in mind focused on illumination rather than suppression. A bit of irony to the group that is now so famous for secrecy and mystery that its original intention was to illuminate people. Initially, Weishaupt sought out the Order of Freemasons, believing they might be the men he was looking for, but he was denied entry into their ranks. Frustrated again, Adam chose to seek out his own people in his own path, and dubbed his group the Order of the Illuminati, but based his organization strongly on the Freemasons, borrowing their system of hierarchy, code names, and clandestine dealings. This is largely why people correlate the two groups, and in the founding of the original order, Adam did pluck several Freemasons from lodges to come join, so undoubtedly there was large crossover between both groups. Now, are you looking for illumination? Then you've come to the right place. You've just got to stay subscribed. Let's creep on creeping on. Number 4. The group's disbanding. Unfortunately for a secret society, the original Illuminati became rather notoriously popular. Who wouldn't want to be part of an elite society of the best and brightest? It was for this reason that Weishaupt sought out a bit of exclusivity, wanting men with a strong reputation and well-established social connections and wealth. This habit is what makes modern conspiracists believe that the group contains powerful politicians and people in media positions. Still, despite this restriction, the numbers of the group continued to grow, until eventually, by 1784, there was something 3,000 men in the group. This would end up being the group's downfall, alongside growing schisms between Weishaupt and Baron Adolf von Nige. The Baron was an ex-Freemason who wanted to reformat the Illuminati to even more closely resemble Masonry, instituting a system of 13 degrees of initiation, divided into 3 classes: minor, dirigens, and the third tier of king. Weishaupt was growing contemptuous, frustrated with the Baron's obsession with cultism and ritual, and as such expelled the Baron for the group. After his expulsion, 2 men loyal to the Baron were compelled to come forward to the Catholic Church to report on the group's activity, catching attention to the Duke of Bavaria, who explicitly banned meetings of the Illuminati. The group was disbanded officially, and Weishaupt lost his professorship. Of course, I don't think anyone thinks this is truly where the group ended. Years after the group's dissolution, rumors and hearsay already started to spread, with one of the first recorded conspiracies regarding the Illuminati being that they orchestrated the events of the French Revolution as a conspiracy against the governments of Europe. Number 3. Was it all a prank? Now, again, ironically for a group focused on information control, there's a good possibility that modern perceptions of the Order of Illuminati stem from a prank and a satirical series of novels. No, really, wait till you hear about this. A small text called the Principia Discordia was quietly published in 1963, a bizarre parody Bible for a made-up religion intended on causing civil unrest, focusing on hoaxes and impractical practical jokes. One of the authors of the text, Carrie Thornley, who's credited on the book as Lord Omar Khayyam Ravenhurst, partnered with a writer, Robert Wilson, who was writing for Playboy at the time. The two of them had an idea for a long-running hoax they would run where they would send fake letters to Playboy's editorial section, claiming that they were members of the Illuminati and they were leaking key intel and practices of their secret order. The two writers had hoped that readers would enjoy the wild, outrageous nature of their letters. Wilson would later partner with a man named Robert Shea, and the two would write a series of satirical novels called the Illuminatus Trilogy, painting the secret Bavarian society as the mastermind behind all of the world's governments, pulling the strings like the puppet masters. The book states that after the order was disbanded, Weishaupt fled Bavaria to the United States, where secretly he had George Washington assassinated, assumed his identity, and spread his order throughout North America, growing in power, creating an organization that encompassed everything, and would eventually lead to the demise of JFK, Martin Luther King, and more. Number 2. How they hide in public. So the group disbanded, sure. Well, if that's where the story ended, we wouldn't be making this video now, would we? Since the group's dissolution, speculation has run rampant. Does the group exist? Where are they? Was it ever even real? Well, if you listen to the theories, the group hides in plain sight behind prying eyes, and it's been responsible for just about every event in the last 150 years. Conspiracy theorists allege the group uses public figures like celebrities, musicians, artists to influence public opinion without anyone realizing. Bigger celebrities tend to be more popular for this sort of thing, obviously. Jay-Z and Kanye get thrown around probably more than any two celebrities I can think of as possible Illuminati agents. Kanye or Jay-Z making a triangle with their hand or covering their eye at a concert is thought to be some sort of winking nod or tip of the hat. There's a great deal of conspiracies surrounding their symbolism, most notably the Eye of Providence, which you would recognize from the $1 bill. This symbol isn't actually originally an Illuminati symbol, but rather a symbol of the Founding Father, representing the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The idea was that the Founding Fathers wanted America to last as long as the pyramids, and the eye represents the Almighty watching above, guiding the country. Now, where things do get a little interesting, I have to admit, is how many people who signed the Declaration of Independence were known Freemasons, the group that was closely tied to the Illuminati. At least 8 confirmed men are publicly known to be Freemasons, with speculators suggesting many more could have been that we don't know about. And finally, the Denver airport. A group as secretive as the Illuminati needs an amazing hideout, right? Something like the Batcave, hidden in plain sight, but hidden enough from the public eye that no one would ever uncover them. Well, there have been several theories over the years as to where a cabal like this could be concealing themselves, but my personal favorite is that they use the Denver airport as a base of operations. The Denver airport is rife for conspiracy theory on its own, and I have to admit, I'm, pretty skeptical. I'm more of a Scully than a Mulder, but there's enough here to have me rubbing my chin in wonder. First and foremost is the bizarre, absolutely terrifying horse statue that stands out in front, looking more like something Satan would ride into battle than anything you'd ever see at an airport. The bizarre glowing eye horse sets off a few raised eyebrows already, but it gets a lot weirder when you learn that the creator of this statue was crushed by his own creation, meaning this horse has tasted blood before. Now, sometimes a scary horse is just a scary horse, but what's inside the Denver airport is even weirder. The airport features maybe the strangest mural to ever grace a public building, a series of paintings depicting what seems to be an apocalypse. Soldiers of an unknown regime with gas masks and blades, destroying the world with viruses and bringing about a new age. Look, even if you're not a conspiracy theorist, even if you're the most rational person in the world, you have to admit these are extremely strange choices to put up in an airport, or anywhere, really. But it doesn't stop there. Underneath the Denver airport runs a massive system of tunnels that this use are unknown. Why would an airport need these? There are some who theorize this is where the Illuminati meets, or perhaps where they transport sensitive cargo. Now finally, on the seal of the Denver airport, there are Freemason symbols, and a note indicating that one of the contributors to the construction was the New World Airport Commission, an organization that doesn't actually appear to exist. Now, if all of this is setting off your blinking lights, it's understandable. There's a reason this building is infamous to conspiracy theorists. But is it home to a secret shadow government? Only that horse knows, and he's not telling anytime soon. That's all for this video, my little ghouls and goblins. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.